Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to all my channel members. I appreciate every single one of your support. I appreciate everybody who subscribes to the channel. Makes me have, the motivation to shoot these videos and bring these knives in, check them out, and kind of share what I think with you guys. So if you haven't subscribed yet, if you get a real quick second, if you just hit that subscribe button down below, the bell notification icon by it, it would really help the channel out. So today I want to bring in the first case knife that I have purchased, and talk about it for a second. It is the Case Sodbuster Junior. It's a pattern that I have been familiar with since I was a kid. I mean, it's a knife that is simple, has a Skinner type blade. This is the true stainless, and this knife is actually, I have another case knife that I ordered in the tool steel, same synthetic body, but it's yellow. Um, I have already found this guy a new home with a brother from another mother who actually introduced me to the Sodbuster pattern by gifting me this full size Sodbuster so I could see what it was all about. Um, this, I think I've done a review on, you guys might have seen it, but it's a much bigger knife that I would normally carry, right? It's a great knife, but it's a big one. The Case Sodbuster Junior fills that gap of being the size slip joint that I typically carry with a nice hollow ground Skinner blade like I like, in a very simple pattern. You've got these brass pins, you've got these brass liners, you've got this blade that is not very centered. It's not rubbing, but it's a basic little pocket knife. And I want to say this little pocket knife cost right around 30 bucks. It doesn't have a half stop. However, it does pause at half, but it just simply opens and closes. And I would give this probably a 5.6, probably a 4, probably a 5, probably a 3.4. So a very easy knife to manipulate, a very easy knife. Let's see how sharp it is to cut with. I say that and all I've got Smoky Mountain knife crappy paper. So I have a feeling it cuts, but it's not going to cut as cleanly as I would like. So I would put this knife at least on the strop, possibly on my little Victorinox slip joint honing stone. But it is very thin blade stock. It is hollow ground. I can even see some areas on the blade there. It just needs a little bit more work. I have cut with this, but I didn't strop it up or clean it up before the overview slash review. So the Case Sodbuster, yes, it came in not perfectly centered. Yes, I felt knives, slip joints that feel much more finished, refined, maybe that's the word I'm looking for, but they were also more expensive, right? Now there are some case or some slip joints in my collection that I feel like are comparatively a value where the case maybe punches below its weight. This knife's made in America, guys. Made in Americans, in America by Americans. So I can only imagine these employees, workers are making a better wage than the people in China who made that knife, or the people in China who made that knife. And again, this is not a political rant, not an economical rant. It's just that I have much better fit and finish slip joints. But when we talk about how knives make you feel, for me, carrying a traditional slip joint in a very recognizable pattern that has that USA stamped in the blade, that case stamped in the blade. No, I'm not a case fanboy, but I appreciate the nostalgia and the longevity that Case has had in knife history, right? So, yes, I like this knife. Yes, I would recommend this knife to anyone looking for a small case slip joint. Single blade, which is kind of what I'm into now. I'm not doing the multi blades. I would recommend it before the Sodbuster, unless someone told me they were just looking for a very large knife. Get you some size comparisons on the Sodbuster Junior, and we'll just go with the Benchmade bug out and a Benchmade mini bug out. So this knife, guys, the Sodbuster Junior, is about the same size as the mini bug out. So if I was going to compare that to a modern traditional, like the Ohio Riverjack from Traditional Pocket Knives, it is going to be right about the same size as the Ohio Riverjack. And let's compare it to the Viper Knives Twin, and it's going to be shorter than the Viper Knives Twin. A tiny bit shorter, but not much shorter than the Ohio Riverjack, if that's a 16th of an inch. But let me find my Javon promotional tape measure that cost me nothing but the sticker. And let's see how long this guy is. 6.5 inches overall. I'm going to call that a 3-inch blade, 3.5 inch handle, and I'm going to give you a 3 3/4 inch grip from the ricotta to this back handle here, which is where I would grip the knife. I like to have my finger against that ricotta. I don't know why, but I do. And I'm probably mispronouncing that word, guys, but what can I say? I'm a goob. All right, so this is pretty thin blade stock. So if we look at behind the spine here, even though it's hollow grind, spine thickness is 0.0820. Behind the edge is going to be very thin at 0.0135. And the handle thickness, I'm guessing, is going to be around 1/2 inch, 5.440, with about the same height. And it is acrylic or synthetic, so I'm assuming it's going to be lighter than one of the bone variants or some of the other handle materials. 2.15 ounces. So, a light little knife for a 3-inch blade. I think that's very, very usable. A good size, the size that I appreciate. But the Sodbuster Junior feels like an inexpensive knife, because it is. Did not just blow my skirt up in quality, but I've heard that, if you get 2 or 3 cases, you get a good one. So I think this is a good one. It's just not perfectly centered. I'd wanted a tool steel instead of the stainless steel. So I'm going to try that one in yellow, and I will do both an unboxing on it. And then, of course, I will do long-term overview on it to let you guys know what I think. Let you guys know if I think it was better, if it was worse, if it was about the same. But with all things being equal, after having this knife for a couple of weeks and using it for a couple of weeks, for the $30 I paid for it, I could definitely recommend it to any of my slip joint buddies. I think it's a classic pattern. I think it's been around for a really long time. A lot of companies, Case has Sodbuster trademarked, but you'll see Clodbusters, you'll see Busters from Boker. You'll see almost every manufacturer that does a slip joint does one in a Sodbuster homage, so to speak, or homage. But anyways, guys, I'm glad you're here to check out the video. I'm glad I finally got to review a case knife. I'm glad I'm gifting it to a good friend who brought me my first case knife, the Sodbuster. But this is a Sodbuster Junior. Appreciate it if you guys haven't subscribed. If not, that's fine too. I appreciate you coming by and watching my videos. I would ask that you please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other and be kind. Go forward, love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.